After 20 years of hunting the wild turkey, there's one thing I've learned, and that's I like to start my season as early as possible and end it as late as possible. So probably the best way to kick off your early turkey season is down in Florida with the Osceola. So we just landed in Orlando about 3 hours ago. We're heading about 2 hours south through cattle country here. Anywhere outside of Orlando in that immediate area, you got Osceola turkeys. And northern part of Florida up in the Panhandle, that's where you get the mixture of Easterns and Osceolas. But we're just about to roll into camp in about a half hour here. I'm here with my friends David and John. And John is hoping to wrap up his Grand Slam. Where else have you killed turkeys?
Well, killed turkeys. I've been lucky enough to kill some turkeys all over. I live in Virginia, so we shoot the Easterns out there. Been out in Texas to shoot some Rios. Shot some Marions in Nebraska, and I've even killed a Gould's down in Mexico. So it's mixing it up a little bit, but gonna finish the Royal Slam, I guess, with the Osceola.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was actually gonna finish his Royal. That's even cooler. And then David has never shot a turkey, but he's good at getting phone calls.
David taking nothing.
Who was that on that important call?
That was the outfitter,
Well, that was important.
Danny. Yep, and he said that if we don't see the sign where we're going that says Okeechobee Outfitters, that we're not there.
And we should probably just turn around and go home and kill Eastern turkeys.
No, we should just keep going until someone gives us the sign.
Oh, good deal. I don't want to go home. All right, we just rolled in to Okeechobee Outfitters. I'm loving the vibe. You got the big swamp buggy over here. Saw a bunch of hog dogs in their kennels on the way in. This is Southern Florida at its finest. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
You guys are the first ones that were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Imagine so. We're here now.
You bet.
How you doing? John Draper.
Danny, St. Angelo.
Danny, nice to meet you.
David taking nothing.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
Josh Dalkey.
Hey, Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Good. Well, let me kind of show you guys what we got. If we have to do something different, I don't know.
Beautiful.
The building has actually 2 bedrooms with 4 beds. There's a bed out here. And then we've got another building down here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm late to the party. You guys have been killing them down here for how many weeks now?
Since the first Saturday in March.
Yeah, so what, 3 weeks?
So the first Saturday when you turned off the highway, it opens on that side of the highway. The first Saturday in March. It opens here on the 3rd Saturday. So we have, we've just killed a lot of birds. We have, but
You guys too busy eating to start thinking about turkeys or what?
Pepper on my new shirt.
It
wasn't even my
that
Dr.
fancy
Pepper.
shirt.
John, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too. How are you?
good.
Jake,
How you
Blair.
been?
Good, good to see
Hi,
you.
Danny. Nice to meet you. Pumped to be here.
Brian Lovell. Hey, Brian.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Al. I still ain't seen no guns.
We're working on it. We're looking for guns. You brought some guns, didn't you?
I have camo.
Camo?
Yeah, and a knife. It's not a long blade though.
So
All
we
right,
got-
Rob's got the guns.
We got the ground. We've got the camo.
We got the guns.
We got the guns.
Rob's got the guns. He says he's 5 minutes out.
Perfect.
All right.
What are you guys gonna roll with? Shotgun wise.
You know, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going with the Bottomland Renegade gauge because it matches my outfit.
don't spill Dr. Pepper on it.
I won't. That's Dr. Pepper.
You know, I never killed a bird with a 410, so I'm thinking I might roll a 410 this week.
Brian, what are you going with?
I'm going with one of those Renegades, I think, in the morning. That bottom land one shot pretty well, so go with that. Up to 20 gauges are kind of intriguing too, so really haven't killed that many birds with a 20 gauge, so we'll see. See what I feel like in the morning.
So what do you do when you're a gun company? It's crazy times like this COVID-19 business, and you can't make enough guns. Well, what you do is you make coffee. You're like a kid getting picked up at the bus stop. What you think, man?
I think it's gonna be a quick and easy morning.
What makes you say that? That's blasphemy. You don't say those kinds of things.
I just got a feeling.
All right, so we just got out here, running a little short on time. Got to get to our setup spot. Went through about, what, 800 gates?
Yeah, close to it.
600, 700, 800, I don't know, a lot of gates. But we're in cattle country here, so how big is this ranch?
About 200-300 acres.
Feels a lot bigger in the dark. Hopefully the turkeys look a lot bigger in the first light too, but who knows, hopefully they're gonna be gobbling good this morning. 15, 20 degrees at home right now. Our season doesn't open for 2 weeks in Minnesota, but I know the rest of my buddies and the posse are chomping at the bit. Been getting a lot of phone calls, and those guys are just still trying to get birds to gobble in the snow and stuff, just to get excited about it. But anyhow, we're gonna gear up here and head on down the trail.
Sir.
Remember that pine tree that's right behind us? Yeah. He's probably 20 yards to the right of it.
Had a good show right at flydown. Turns out the gobbler was roosted behind us out in this pasture in a pine tree, kind of in the middle of nowhere. He was in not this first tree, but this second one over here. That's literally only, it's 100 yards from us. And we walked in here, had no clue he was out there. We set up over here under this sweet live oak. Awesome cover, as you can see. And our decoys are on the other side. You can actually see that one right around the corner there. Had the Montana Jake and hen out. I don't know exactly what happened, but he strutted out there for a while. A hen ended up coming to him. And thing is, he never broke really into full strut. So it tells me that he was a subordinate bird, especially for the spot that he was roosted in. It was kind of a weird spot. And he just kept popping in and out of like 1/2 and 3/4 strut, and usually that tells me that that bird has had his butt whooped at some point. Wasn't much we could do. A hen ended up working her way in and actually called up the hen to 20 yards, 15, 20 yards, and she ended up just taking off flying. I don't know, it was weird. She was cutting and clucking and didn't really seem alarmed, and all of a sudden she just blazed out of here for no apparent reason. Normally a dominant gobbler wouldn't allow a hen to leave him. I mean, he would lock her down until he was sure she didn't want to breed. So I think he was a subordinate, and he just was not, he wasn't playing ball. So tried to crawl out there with the fan, which is of course the opposite thing to do with a subordinate bird, but we didn't feel like there was any other option. He just was hung up. He was sketched out about coming in, and he definitely just blazed out of here when I brought the fan out. So it is what it is. I don't think he was going to work for us anyway, and now we're gonna move on. It's late morning, see if we can find some birds in the open and play ball.
So right now he's either sitting right there in the shade right now, or he's in the other field on the other side. My guess he's in the shade. So the thing is you got to go set up somewhere and either call him and get his attention. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drive around and go look in this other field to make sure he's not in it. If he's not in it, that means he's in the shade right there somewhere, and you're just going to have to go get set up and wait him out.
Sounds good. See if we can't go call up this longbeard that seems to like to strut and strut and strut. Hopefully he's extremely desperate and lonely. We need some, we're desperate, so he needs to be more desperate.
Very desperate.
Finding a turkey has proven to be very challenging, but we have found an authentic gator slide. Please explain, Colton.
So that's where the gator comes in and out of the pond or the creek, and this hole's right over there. He's probably laying in that water right there. It's about 5 foot. You stick your foot in it, you disappear. Deep water to shallow water.
Got him. Heck yeah. Rocking the Montana here, and definitely helped us a little bit distracting him. So we just decided to start running gunning here, and just making our way along this fence line, just calling, and suddenly as we're joking around about the gator slide, this guy struck right over the hill from us, and the way the terrain laid out, it worked just perfectly. I was actually crawling through the fence trying to sneak up on him to crawl up over the hill because he was under this big oak tree out here, and he must have heard my box call squeaking in my pocket, because I looked up and there he was standing there just periscope looking at me, and I knew he was in range, especially with that federal heavyweight TSS is nasty. I shoot the number 9s. I'm shooting it out of a True Lock choke tube that's made for it, and hey, you can ask anybody who's shot it. It's a 60 to 70 yard load all day, and I'm saying that with full honesty, integrity, and ethics. You can kill turkeys very, very stone dead out at those distances. So I had no hesitation in taking the shot, which was about 50-55 yards. Stoned him, and I hope the GoPro caught it, but like I said, things escalated real quickly. Day 2 down here in Florida. Hey, I know it takes some guys multiple days. Some guys don't score, you know, especially guys hunting public land. It can be a grind, but this is proof that turkey hunting is turkey hunting, and I really was starting to get questionable about whether we'd be able to connect with the bird because they have not been acting right. But this one, hey, he didn't act right per se, but he made just enough noise to let us know he was there, and that's all we needed.